check. There we go. Well, what's up, everybody? Let me get my chats up here. Sorry, give me like 3 seconds. What's up, lemons? It'll be good in both spots, man. There's no bad place to watch the stream, my guy. Okay. Now I've got all of the chats up. Shane, how we doing? What's up, John? The Lemons himself. Box appears to be in one piece. It does appear to be in one piece. I was a little worried at first when I saw it, and I was like, I thought we were going to take the GPU out. But then I saw you did. Okay, let's bring this down. And we'll get this GPU out of here. And we'll get the whole thing out of here, I suppose. I don't know if we can get the GPU out directly. We'll work on it. Okay, so the plan today is we're going to take this HP Omen, courtesy of Lemons. I mean, it's his PC. But this HP Omen, we're going to take what's in here, clean it out a little bit. I think we're going to remove the secondary SSD out of here. And then we are going to put this nice 6800 XT inside. And then this thing will be basically ready to go. We'll move it off to the side, and then we're going to start a whole new all AMD AM5 build. So it's going to have a Ryzen 5 7600X. It's going to have 32 gigs of RAM, a 7900 XT, and a terabyte of storage in a really cool case. So, you know, let's get started. How you doing, Shane? Oh. It's off without breaking anything. Alright, this is the 7900 XT. That's going to go on the other PC. I'll just take it off here real quick. It's a little dusty. Interesting they ship their PCs upright. Alright. It's such a cute little case. Oh my goodness, it's pretty heavy for a pre-built PC. Without a GPU in it. Alright. Take it out of here. Okay. Okay. Oh, I know what it is. Hold on, sorry. My wife used it to take some pictures the other day, and I forgot to change it back. Be there. Let me know if that fixes it, Heinrich. That should fix it, but let me know if it doesn't. Yeah, it was on the wrong setting there for pictures. Okay. Charlie, what's up? Okay, so we've got nice little HP Omen in here. Nice, well packed. Courtesy of Lemons, did a good job there. Yeah, I mean it's a pre-built computer. It's got a nice little is that a Noctua, really? And a nice little Noctua CPU cooler. Looks like we got some Corsair RAM maybe, and a nice little Corsair power supply. And yeah, this looks like a pretty custom motherboard, bespoke to HP. So yeah, let's get into it, shall we? Right. It's still slightly blurry. What the hell? Than that. Oh. All of that. How should she change the focus on? Not continuous. Oh, it might be focusing on the wrong thing. $13.49, November 2021. The pre-built made sense. That's not a bad price for 13, or not. Yeah, it's not a bad little computer for $13.49. That's for sure. It's nice that they they were putting like pretty quality components in there. Like it's got a Noctua in it. It's got Corsair stuff. So at least it's pretty good. All right, I'm just gonna set this down to lay it down on top of it. Okay. Let's see how. Internal access. There's a button for internal access. Huh? What's this? Okay. There we go. There we go. Okay. Wow. It's an HP when you see that, man. Got this like random just bits of aluminum that are not painted in any way. Like, oh yeah. That reminds me of a nice 1990s HP. Take this out of here. All right. Whatever I just did worked. I don't know what I did. I don't think I really did anything, but if it worked, it worked. You added wood parts. What parts did you add? So we've got Corsair RM 750 watt. That's going to be plenty for our 6800 XT. We've got this nice Noctua CPU cooler. Maybe not the best cable management here, but we can work on that, maybe. Okay. So you said that it's got 2 drives, right? So I see the 1 terabyte from Western Digital. I assume they're both NVMe. Oh no, okay, so you've got a SATA drive here. This must be the secondary drive you were talking about. So this is a nice little Samsung SSD. It's like a Samsung like 870 or something like that. Oh, you put in the U9S, the power supply, and the RAM. Oh, that's why it's all Corsair and Noctua. So you put the Noctua sticker on the front. Ah, I see. All right. Can you pull this out, separate it from this? No, we cannot. Okay. All right. Time For a handy dandy screwdriver, don't worry, that's not connected to anything anymore, so dropping it a little bit isn't gonna be a problem. I'm doing pretty good, Charlie. How are you? Lemons, you wanted this out and into your other computer, correct? I want to make sure before I get too far. They did 2 years, no interest. That's pretty awesome. Correct. Okay. Did you install this Samsung drive as well? Your files are all split. Hey, look at that! Samsung 870 Evo. I was right. Alright, so this is going to get saved, and we're going to put this in the new computer. The new computer. Okay. This is a fancy little thing here. Does this come with the case? This little Corsair holder and stuff? That would be wild if it did. So Doc, on this one, we're taking out the 2TB SSD from this, and that's going to go into his new computer, and then we're putting in a 6800 XT, which technically is a downgrade from what he had like put in here to upgrade, but he bought the 7900 XT with the knowledge that he was going to build a whole new computer eventually. So, okay, this Corsair did not come with this. That makes sense. Okay. So we got that out, which means at this point we can really just kind of start working on maybe cleaning up the cable management a little bit. Let's see if they gave us access to the rear case. Somehow I get the feeling that they're like, no, you can't get back there. Stuff holding this tray on. That's the button for the front. It's easy, it's one screw, huh? Okay. I see screws holding that on. These screws holding in the fan. Is it on the bottom by chance? I've been doing good, Doc. How are you? Oh, that looks dirty. You say it's easy, one screw, but which screw? Looking from the glass? Oh, interesting. Okay. So looking from the glass side, we'll give you this. We'll give you that. This glass side or the front glass side? There's two pieces of glass. And no, I don't have any information on this case because this is an HP Omen specialty. Sorry, chat. Side, so it should be from over here. Is it these little two little tiny screws here? See those? Like I see these two little tiny screws here. I'm not seeing. Oh, well maybe it would be hide. Why do you have a fan just sitting here? Okay, we're definitely gonna take this guy out and clean it. You drill that out? You did. Oh! Right there next to the power supply? This one right there? At the bottom? That's the only one I see. Gotta be that one, right? Way down there. Looks like our guy is going to a dual PC setup. No, this is actually... So this PC, I believe, is going to be his wife's. And then the new one will be his. Or so I'm told. What's up, MJ? How you doing over there? Good to see you on the red side. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and assume that that was the right one for that back panel. Thermaltake fan. Making me laugh. Oh, is that it? Oh. I have no idea what that did. You say one... Put around the motherboard. That's the only one I see. I don't know what I just disconnected. Guess we don't have to do a bunch of work on the cable management, but I would have liked to. Would have liked to do some more work. Also, that's hilarious. I see why you had that cardboard in there now. Got a little fan splitter here. Oh, that's it. Where the heck? So all the air only comes in from here. So I wonder what kind of fancy stuff do you have to do here? Oh, because it's a tiny fan. This guy wouldn't fit there, would it? Nope. Too bad, so sad. You YouTubed it? I know, but you did it, so you don't remember where that screw was around the motherboard? I only saw one screw down at the bottom. And my hands are dirty. Did you upgrade a PS5? You can upgrade the storage in it, but that's it. Alright, chat. Here we go. YouTube. You have to watch an ad. Firmly grasp it. Oh, good. It's only a minute long. Yep, did that. Okay, we did it. I mean, we didn't do it, but we figured out how to do it. Okay. See if we can do it without putting it on its side over there. There we go. Thanks, John. Oh, that is not a lot. Oh. Okay, I see why they didn't do a great job cable managing this thing. There's no freaking space back here. Look at this. There's no room. Well, I had the grandiose idea of cable managing, but like, I think the best we're gonna do is like kind of do a little bit of cable hiding, maybe. So, do this. Alright. Don't step on stuff. There we go. My bag of many zip ties. Firmly grasp it. Firmly grasp it. We should make sure the 6800 XT fits, right? Before we get any further. Again, there's no specs available for this case, so I don't know if this thing is actually going to fit or if it's not. If it doesn't fit, we're going to be in a world of hurt. Just say that. I tried to go with the smallest one I could find. Fortunately, even the smallest one I could find was still bigger than the 7900 XT that was previously in this, that he was able to fit in the case. So, no. I lost my level up? I don't think it's been that long since I streamed. Does it say I'm not? You ever see you use that tool before? What tool? YouTube? The YouTube tool? Alright. You gonna fit in here? Oh. I don't think so. Might have to take those drive bays out. Or at least the lower drive bay out. Because this is gonna go over there. Yep. Definitely hitting that. Okay, so what we thought was gonna be really fast is like not gonna be that fast. 7900 XT was max. Yeah, this is the smallest 6800 XT I could find. I couldn't find like a reference one available, unfortunately. So we get to have a little more fun today. Look, I knew how to take that panel off. I did it. Okay, and then we can let's take this guy, just this whole thing right here out. Like so. Looks like this whole thing can slide up and out. Mm-hmm. You did not do that to me, John, did you? Okay. This guy. Doesn't look like this thing is actually being held in by anything at the moment. Although, certainly is, because I can't get it out. Oh. Got a rivet right there. This whole thing looks like it should just kind of come off. This whole panel here. Looks like it should just come off, but not quite sure if that's true or not. Especially since John drilled those bolts right into it. There's those. That's. Oh. Stop by later on. Got a diaper to change. All right, buddy. That guy out. This guy is also same sort of job there. Okay. Some more bolts up there. Just became full-on PC surgery, y'all. Okay. Took out those 4 bolts. What's gonna happen? That did. That was to get the front off. Come on. There we go. I got those tiny wires connected to. Probably at the top. Okay. So this guy is indeed very much attached in a welded sort of manner to this piece. So, I guess the first thing we could do is measure how much space we have. We know exactly how much it fits. Thought this was gonna be a double feature today, but it might just be one. So we've got just under 12 inches. Yeah. What happens when you can't really find, you can't find the reference cards anymore. So. I'm trying to do two things here. One, off stream, I can figure out how to like try and cut this off somehow. This, yeah, it's like super duper riveted together. There's like a metal piece here that's welded. Looks like it's welded across here and has some rivets over there. That's not coming out. Do you think it would be stupid to upgrade my CPU to a 7800X 3D with my 6800 XT? No? Do I have another case around? I don't think I have one like just laying around at the moment, but I can definitely get one. Like, we can do that easy. So you want me to take this and pull it into a different case? I can do that. If this is truly a ATX motherboard. The pattern looks about right. Is it actually right? That looks darn close to actually being, or I guess it would be a micro ATX. Not the one slot. It's a micro ATX. I would say you're gonna get better performance out of that, for sure. Because, yeah, you're gonna get way better airflow. Everything's gonna fit right. Let's do that. It'll be like $100. Probably less. I can find one for less than that. But if you're okay with that, I'm gonna put this back. What's my suggestions for a case? Depends on what you're trying to put in the case. If you We're gonna put this away. There's some really good ones out there. If you like a little RGB that comes with the case, the Vantex G360A is great. Great option. If you prefer like something that's just like kind of all black or all white, and then you can kind of add stuff to it on your own, the NZXT lineups, like the H5 flow, the H7 flow, are really nice. Oh, you're the wifey. Oh, well, hello there. I mean, yeah, those are great options. They come with all the fans that you really need, and then you can basically just put your stuff inside. Since this is a micro ATX motherboard, we could, go with a little baby micro ATX case, because that'll look real nice. Hello. Yes, add her to our messenger thread. But yeah, we can do that easy. Okay. Just gonna put some of this stuff back. This just became a single feature PC build day. How about that? But what we really needed to do was get this guy out. So we'll take that out. And I won't have to dust all this stuff. It'll be great. Okay. Let's if I bother putting these bolts back in here? Probably not, but we'll do it anyways. The Lian Li Mini. Yeah, Lian Li makes really good stuff. The Fractal Focus 2 is really cute. It's an adorable little case. The Main Gear Neo Air is a cool little case as well. Alright. Let's do that. Put this back. Yeah, you had me very confused for a second there, Fox. I was like, what? What are we talking about here? The Lian Li Mesh 2 is the great case as well. That's kind of big for what's going to be in this build, though. For a micro ATX motherboard, kind of a lot. Really, it'll look kind of funny. So unless you want basically an entirely new PC, we will probably not do that. Come on. I guess we do need to light this. Advanced land. Look like it got installed correctly. Nope. Still sticking out in the back. Why is this thing so dumb? Okay, so you want me to do like this? Okay, so bottom slides in like that. Top, not do that. Come on. Oh, oh, oh. Nope. Still doesn't work! Come on. Oh. Top and bottom. Come on. There we go. Those guys are both in there. That's the ticket. That's the one. Alright. Now you stay there, case. You stay. I'm gonna look at the Lian Li. Alright. What do I do with the bolt? Here it is. Bolts. Hold that. I only know where it is if I look at it from this orientation. There it is. Fractal Pop Mini would be a nice option because it comes with 3 RGB fans for 89 bucks. Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. Yo, what's up, Autism Dad? Thanks for chatting again. Thanks again for chatting me. How's the week been? It's been good, man. Yo, did my level up status really go away? You trolling me right now? What direction did this come off? I think it went up. Wait. Ugh. Goodbye. Don't come back. Bring this out here. Keep that motherboard nice and safe for the new PC. Where did those 4 bolts come from? Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. I don't think it's a troll. Yeah, I don't think so either. We don't need this out anymore. It has been a minute since I streamed on Facebook, I suppose. Okay, that's fine. We'll get it back. Anyways, here is what is going in the new PC. We have MSI Mag B650 motherboard. It's an AM5 socket on that Ryzen 5 7600X. Samsung 980 Pro 1 terabyte. Samsung 870 Evo 2 terabyte. And Oloy CL32 6400 RAM. Alright, let's do it. It says I'm not in the program, huh? What a load of rubbish. Probably because I barely stream here anymore. I need one of those. Don't need those right now. Get out there. Yeah, okay. Get that. Facebook's being buttholed again? Yeah, that sounds about right. That's okay. I'll make any money on Facebook anyways. If you want to support the channel, obviously you can buy PCs, or you can sub over on Kick. Kick does have mobile subscribing again, but it does cost more since creators get the exact same amount of payout on both platforms, but Apple and Google have to take their cuts. So if you want to support the channel that way, feel free to do so. Let's get this Ryzen 5 7600X installed. How you doing, Patrick? Okay, got that out the box. Goodbye, box. Autism Dad, thank you so much for the follow over on Kick. Appreciate that. All right, get this in here. Okay. Bling. Time for the SSD. All about that SSD. Didn't know you made one here too? Oh, yeah. I stream here more often than not. So if I'm just playing video games and stuff, it will be on Kick. If I'm doing like a PC build or something else, it'll be on Kick, Facebook, and YouTube. Facebook is obviously kind of where I got my start, and where, you know, I've got a lot of pretty large community there. But since Kick doesn't really have a social platform and stuff, you know, Facebook is always going to be kind of where people hang out and we post pictures and random little videos and whatnot. That is the downside. I know, it is kind of a downside. There's no posts, there's no other stuff on Kick, which is unfortunate. I mean, if people on Twitch have figured out how to have a good community outside of just Twitch, then we can do it on Kick too, right? Alright, 1 terabyte SSD installed. Kick needs to work on that next. Yeah, I just don't know if it's worth it, you know? It's so much extra effort and money that would need to get into it for, like, not really... For them, I don't know that they really gain much. Like, I think you just have to get people on to, like, Twitter and Discord and stuff. Install our RGB RAM. Loose. Huh, should be fine. It's just the RGB element, but we'll make sure. Okay, and then we gotta take off these brackets here because those are gonna get replaced. What kind of motherboard do you recommend for a 7800X 3D for around $260? 260. There's a pretty solid, like, Gigabyte Gaming Plus or something like that. There's a couple of good ASRock motherboards you can do for that price. And then I think, like, the MSI Mag or maybe the MSI Pro Wi-Fi are available for that price. All the X670Es. Okay. I think we can install some things on here. Would a mid-tower Lian Li be okay? I mean, it'll be okay. It'll definitely dwarf the motherboard. But, like, nothing wrong with that. It'll just look like a cute little motherboard. Yeah, I would just go with, like, one of the smaller mid-towers, like, the lancool 205, the mesh ones are kind of big. I can't remember there. Can't think of everything right now. Your live streams are great. Hope all is well. Hey, thank you, Adele. 4 of the Lemon Fam dropped Kick subs on the last giveaway. We tried. We tried. Yeah. Maybe next time, huh? Maybe next time. This guy. Need that either. Okay. That away. That down here. Ooh. It's lost my bounce here. Try not to kick your case is like right behind me for your old PC. Trying not to kick it. Need these 4 studs. Bloop, 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 bloop. Install these guys. Ugh. I think these are... I think these gloves could be just a little smaller. They're like, oh, these fit everybody. Like, well, they kind of do. Not quite. It took some time, but I did make that HP do some work. Maxed out 144 Hz monitor at 1440p. Let's go. That's pretty impressive. I mean, it's a solid little build now, especially with the upgrades you made. Okay, now that's ready to go. Scoop this stuff off to the side. Put that over there. Show you guys this awesome case. Check this out. This is the Lian Li lancool 216. So this is like one of their like mid-tower cases, and like I was saying, it's a little big for a little micro ATX motherboard, but it'll fit. Nothing wrong with it. Just might look a little funny. The bummer about like this one compared to the big boy, the lancool 3 mesh, is this doesn't just flip down. You have to actually unbolt it. But not that much extra work, you know. Okay, take the back panel off. We're gonna take the top panel off as well because we got to put that AIO on top. It had a 3060 Ti back then when you were hitting 144 Hz. Hey, that's impressive. Is that in Warzone too? Okay. Got all those panels off. Sure, nothing's in there. Perfect, perfect. I think before we forget about it, we're gonna take one of these guys off, and we'll install that SSD on it. This SSD should have tiny little bolt like threads on it. So we just need to get our out of here. We've also got a GPU support. That with us. Alrighty. Don't know why that song's stuck in my head. I think it's one of these little guys. This super shorty, maybe? Seems almost too short to even... Oh. That is too large of thread. That looks like the right kind. Little baby one. The baby. It's too big too. I just reuse the bolts that I had in the old one. I think we'll just do that. We'll just reuse the bolts that this was being held in with before. So we're gonna point that down. So build number 2, well, sort of. So build number 1 was supposed to just be like a throw a GPU in there, take out this SSD. Unfortunately, the GPU we had selected for that, because it was a former like pre-built from Omen, I didn't know the actual size constraints, and it didn't fit. So instead, we're gonna take everything out of it and throw it in all in a new case. So once Foxy over here picks out a new case, we'll order it real quick, and then we'll have that out in a few days. This is for Lemons. It's just Lemons, ya bot. AKA John Lemons. I know. That's what I hate about like a lot of these really big companies. They use their own custom cases and nonsense, and like not only are they worse, like definitively worse designs, but then like nothing works properly. You try and install. What are you doing? Trying to cross thread on me? Do that? Can you do that to me? No, not an angle. Let's try out this smaller bit. That'll help. Yeah. And this bit is too small? Come on. Come on. There we go. Ta-da. Secure. We only stripped out 1 bolt. Ish. Alright, so that is in there. Install it. So, why did I choose this one and not this one? Good question. I'm so glad you asked. I don't know. Does it matter? No. Should I move it? Probably. Like, Red, what were you thinking? I don't know. I wasn't thinking. But it's okay. Because all I gotta do is go boom, boom, boom. There. Done. Like it never even happened. Delete it. Delete the VOD. Nobody'll know. See? See? Watch. Then this just goes like this. Goes right in there. Like that. Boom. And I just plug this into the motherboard. But the motherboard's not actually in there yet, so we're going to take that out. Okay. Now that we've gone through that ordeal, survived, come out the other side with a new perspective. We're gonna get rid of all these bolts so that they don't get in our way. Or at least most of these bolts so they don't get in our way. Alright, now we can flip this guy over. 99! Thank you so much for the gifted sub, dude! Oh, and it went to West! Or Wiz of Westwood. Subs are back, that is right. Subs are freaking back on mobile and browser. They never left on browser. They were always there. But they're now back on mobile. Okay. All these bolts nice and lined up. Stop The Omen was cheaper than just the card. Was it really? That's how bad the price inflation was and the scalping was on friggin' GPUs back then. It's kind of the only reason I was able to get my business off the ground originally was people were like, well, even if I pay you a little bit of money to build it, it's still cheaper than if I did it myself because I can't get GPUs, and I was able to. And now look at us. Thriving. 30, flirty, and thriving. 3060 Ti was $1,400. Good lord. That's wild. Blacked out? No. I mean, there will be not an excessive amount of RGB. There will be some RGB, for sure. DDR5. DDR4 does not exist with AM5, in case you were wondering. AM5 only supports DDR5. All right. Now all these bolts are now installed, so I'll get them all tightened down. Don't over tighten them because you don't want them to be decorations. Okay. Same chip shortage delayed my 2021 Colorado build for 3 months. That's wild. Yeah, I know. I was working at Daimler at the time, and we had thousands and thousands and thousands of trucks that were like 98% built, but were missing like some plastics and a bunch of electronics. Crazy. Okay. That is installed. You guys weren't seeing anything I was doing because I was on the wrong camera angle, but okay. Let's get all this front I/O installed. How about that? How about that? 64, 128, 32. You don't need 64. Especially if you're not streaming. But even if you are streaming, you still don't need 64. You only need 32. Silly boy. Silly boy. Let's go with our USB Gen 3.2 or whatever it's called. Boom. USB 3 is over here. Oh, that around. Come on. Why am I having trouble lining these up? There we go. Here we go. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Front panel is a singular connector. Nighty, are you still wasted, sir? Was he wasted yesterday or something? Alright. Front panel. I/O installed. Yep, on drugs. Yo, what's up, Johnny? How you doing? Life's been pretty good, just busy. My phone going like crazy. Don't care. Alright, what else do we got to install on the back panel here? We've got... So we got like an RGB controller. So that's one cool thing about this. It comes with a fan hub and RGB controller. So let's install all the stuff that comes along with that. Here's my RGB controller port cable. That's the word I'm looking for. Cable. And then we've got a SATA power cable for that. Okay. And that's for our rear fan. Wait, why is our rear fan not connected into that? Oh no, that's for controlling it. Okay. Cool. Let's see what we got in the form of RGB headers on this motherboard, eh? So we've got one over here and one up there. Those are the only 5-volt ones we have. Would this one reach all the way down there? It can. Yeah, sure, totally can. Okay, so that's down there. This fan one is gonna slide down here. Yeah. There we go. So now all the fans that are connected to the hub in the back, which are these two giant front fans and this rear fan, are all getting power and proper signal for their speed and RGB. Where's Susan? I forgot about her. I'm honest. Thank you, Richard. What would I do without you? See, I don't get to use Susan at the beginning of the build because I have to have the motherboard down. I don't have anything to put on top of this thing. Your clothes, give them to me. Your music is giving me Terminator vibes. Well, tell that to Harris Heller. He's the one who made this music. It's just a random playlist with a bunch of Harris Heller stuff. Let's move that over. I get this relatively centered, preferably. Okay. Wow, wow, wow. Big fans, big fans. Really good idea, that. Nice. Nice. If the case you sent in Messenger works, source it. Alright, chat, you guys are gonna get to see whatever he sent me. Be prepared. Be prepared for the coup of a century. Let's see what we got. Ooh, it's so cute. Hold on, chat. See it? I opened it up in the wrong Amazon, which is okay, but check that out! Can you see that? You guys see that at all? You guys see that at all? Now, can you see it? You can probably kind of see it. That'll totally work. We will make that happen. Lian Li in white. Got it. Okay. I will order that. Alright, so everything that's in here so far is connected. It's actually already mostly cable managed. We can kind of deal with that in a bit. Throw that kind of down there. We can run this SATA cable now. Do that. Just can't see. Go. So that's gonna go there. Hopefully. 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 It's the right orientation. Go right there. Boom! Beautiful. Beautiful. Bob is beautiful. Alright. So, yeah, pretty much everything in here so far. Gonna do a little something like this. A little something like this. Get rid of that excess. got that. Let's put power to our CPU. Means we need this. And let's scoot this over. Holy massive fans, Batman. Quite nice, aren't they? Quite large, circular. This is all I need. We'll get this out of the box anyways. Yeah. W2, the Omen didn't fare so well with the 7900 XT, just saying. Oh, really? Was it thermal throttling? I threw that in the wrong box. Oh, well. Was it getting hot? I can imagine it was getting pretty hot. Not a lot of airflow in there. So I figured out a case to go with finally. Going to do the lancool 3. Ah, it's a great case. I can't remember if I built in a lancool 2 or a lancool 3 for mine. My new streaming PC that I did early this year or late last year. Okay. There's SATA power. CPU power. We really only need one CPU power for this because the 7600X does not draw very much power at all. No reason to run two. Okay. Okay. That out of there. I'm gonna need a second cable. Take that out. EPS. That one, hopefully. All of these have double connectors? I guess they do. Okay. Okay, I guess we'll take those. Put our motherboard power in as well. Yeah, that lancool 3 is one of my favorite cases to work in. Just so easy to build in, so easy to work on. I threw a 175 horsepower nitrous hit to a 2-bolt main, cast crank, and rods, small block Chevy. It seems like, I don't know, a lot, maybe? Like, seems like a lot. Considering I've had cars with less horsepower than that. Okay. I think it's time. Time to put in our AIO. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? This thing looks like comes off relatively easily, but oh no, it doesn't. Nope. That was premature. I need to install the fans on here first. I just wish the union would get their ass in gear so I can get funds going. Need to start my new build and some other extracurricular builds. Oh. Interesting. Oh, I need a new workspace so bad. Even just building one computer at a time in this space is a lot. What's up, Matthew? How you doing? Okay. So my plan would be make sure our holes line up. Around there. Maybe even put it further forward. Just that way, yeah, that'll work. We can totally put it this way. And it's to the right. Okay. Gotta buy another desk now. Dude, I need to rent a space. That's what I need. I need to rent freaking office space so that I have room to expand and be like just room to be like efficient. Nothing about this space is efficient. Like, I'm storing things in random locations around the house. My shipping area is my garage, which normally only has a very small amount of space because there's a car parked in there. As you can see, I'm cramped up against 3 walls here. And I only have one build desk, so I can really only effectively build one at a time, like, and then do all the software work that needs to be done on it before I can even really start the next one. Crazy. The AMD cases in general just seem super amazing to work with. The designs are just nice for wiring, routing. Yep, I agree. Wholeheartedly. Yellow on green too. Hey, what do you mean? Oh, you're on the green too. Build a shed. I don't have any property here. We bought a little duplex on a very small amount of property. So I've got rental, like like we could move out and buy another place at some point, but we don't have the cash flow to do that at the moment with interest rates so high. So at this point, I really just need to rent an office space until that could become a reality. I mean, that's the long-term goal, would be to have, you know, just put something on our own land, right? But at the moment, that's really not a feasible solution. What's up, Zorvalley? How you doing? Your build space seems confined like the Omen case. Exactly. I want to upgrade my tower. I'm thinking the Fractal Torrent. Oh, that's such a cool case. Any other great smaller ATX cases? Let's see. Sapphire Nitro, 5800X3D, Corsair 1200, Goodbye B550, 40 million AIO. So here's the thing about the Fractal Torrent. You have to choose between having the cool giant fans up front and having an AIO kind of where it belongs. Because those are set up with the power supply on top, you can't put your AIO on top like you normally would. You would have to choose to put it in the front, but you can't have those giant front fans and an AIO up there. It just doesn't work. I've tried it. So the only way to do it is you'd have to take those front fans and put them on the bottom, which just isn't great. It doesn't look as cool. And usually there's not enough space. So I would say go with Corsair H7, or sorry, NZXT H7 Flow is a great one. The Fractal Design North is a really, really cool case. If you look at that, it's more of a traditional design, or a traditional like layout, but a really cool design. Yeah. You know, wrecking lobbies with the sick PC you built me? Right. Playing with Rytek tonight? I don't think I'm playing anything tonight. I don't think we're playing any games tonight after we get done with this. Normally I don't even stream on Thursdays, but I wanted to get this build out today. Or, well, done today. Okay. Let's now do this. I think we could probably. These are pretty short, so let's do this first. Yo, what's up, Insulin? How are we doing? Don't worry, chat. I cleared it with him. I'm okay to call him that. Asus Deepcool or EK for the AIO. If you're going like high-end, like if you have like a really high-end CPU, I would go EK. If you just have like a Ryzen 7 or something like that, then you could go with any of the three. Fox is sitting here blown away. One of those fans. Talking about the size of the front fans in this case. Just getting off work? Hey, love to hear that. How was your work day? End up right around there. Yeah, the fans are really massive. But that's what I love about this case. This case and the lancool 205, they're some of my favorite cases because they have stuff like that. Or like the Torrent that we were talking about. If you have an air cooler on it, it makes for just a really cool looking case. "99's you good? You good, bro?" He disappeared on us. Okay. It was alright, looking for something better, but grinding away where I am. Yeah. I understand that feeling. Definitely in that same boat where I left Daimler. Okay. We can put this guy on now. This. These. He's on those good meds from that triple hernia surgery. Do you really have a triple hernia surgery? Jeez. Alright, let's take all this stuff off while we can. I swear, half the time on this cooler, this plastic comes off like that, and the other half, it comes off like kicking and screaming. It like doesn't want to come off at all. It's terrible. Alright, so this is gonna get installed like that. This guy on top. Unlike Intel, AMD does not have a square mounting pattern, so you actually have to make sure you put it in the right orientation. This is not the cooler you sent. No. Sadly. What's the best way to sell used components? I don't know, man. I usually try and do like Facebook Marketplace, but I've never really had much effort into selling used stuff. Usually if I have stuff that's used, I'll find a way to make a whole PC out of it and then sell it, because I'll get more money out of it that way. Good camera work? Hey, thank you. I've spent a lot of time figuring out over the years of figuring out how to get it looking really good and getting the right setup. Okay. That is now good to go. Susan, stop rotating on me. Please. Please? Leftover parts, giveaway PC? Maybe. Need to set up a new goal for that, because we are nowhere near covering that with subs lately. Nice outside, everyone is traveling. Yeah, it's possible. It's possible that's the reason. Let's say eBay, because you can guarantee payment. Don't have to worry about meeting someone and such. That's true. You just have to know how to... You just have to be able to, like, ship stuff, you know? Alright. That is installed. Look at that. This guy around. Now you can see the Deepcool symbol there. Guy's upside down. That. Okay. Then I gotta run these RGB back. I think we'll just run this RGB to the RGB hub all the fans are using. Are those 160mm fans in the front? That sounds right. It might even be bigger than that, but I think that sounds right. Either 160s or 180s. Cooler block is huge. I mean, it's not actually huge. It's just a little cover. But it looks real good. Got that mirror finish, and it's RGB. Just stoked to finally get to watch you build me a rig. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Pump fan. All there. Oh, that was in. It was there. There we go. lengthen this thing to actually run it all the way up there, but try. Okay. I'd have to zip tie that down just to get it to look nice there. Yeah, this is a 520 cooler. It's a baby. It's a baby. Just a baby. Ah. Wait. Yeah, eBay is probably the right choice. I'm really tempted to try and sell my giant AMD water-cooled PC on eBay just because like I haven't been able to find like a buyer for it in the normal way, and kind of just want to have that cash back into my business, you know? Even if I don't really make any money on it. Okay. Did everything possible to that Omen and ran out of room? And yes, you told me that would happen long ago. Yeah. Yeah. I tried so hard. Never seem to get together. Yeah, Avery's gonna be going to school, like preschool this year. Crazy. Crazy. Alright. Look at this time. Power supply time. Okay, so how many SATA power things we have? Just 1, 2? We can do that on a single board. We don't need to. We'll figure it out. You fought the good fight, that's right. Yeah, look like you did a little custom work in there to make it all fit. I mean, I can add to the custom work on it, but I think you'll probably be a lot happier with just a new case. I think your wife will be a lot happier with a new case, I guess I should say. Alright, that. SATA! See ya later, SATA. Got all that in there. Migrate this a little closer to that. Sure. Enjoy the challenge. Remember, I'm a mechanic / painter. True. Just that's the kind of stuff that I would do on the case with nothing else in it. Like I don't like the idea of doing that with, you know, electronic components actually in there. I'm not sure if you pulled them out to do that work or not, but I certainly would have. I'm hitting that stupid thing. Hold on. I'll take this. HD audio is in the way of the power supply. I'll take it out for a second. Get the power supply in, and then I'll run it back in there. What am I hitting down there? Little rubber piece? Got it. I shredded it. Next step was a hole saw up front. I know, right? Kind of what I was thinking. I was like, do I just like... Can I just take like a bandsaw or like a reciprocating saw to this thing? I was like, maybe I should just... Maybe we should just not do that. Save me time. And just get a new case. I still can't believe I lost my level up status on Facebook. Very surprised by that. I didn't think that had been the case. Okay. Use your air saw on that tray. Sounds scary. Sounds scary. Okay. Got the power in for our Theta SSD over here. Looking nice and clean still. This guy, plug him in right there. That all in there. I think at this point, run this guy back through all this nonsense, and hopefully it'll fit. It did. All right. HD audio is reconnected. And let's get our GPU in there and we'll figure out how we want to connect these in. And we're going to be pretty much done at that point. I'm a Rednek re-engineer. Doing a little reverse engineering over there. This up for a sec. All right. The ever so slightly used 7900 XT, supplied by the man himself, Lemons. Dude, these reference cards look so good. And they're heavy though, good lord. They are indeed heavy. Now, everything looks like it's in good shape. This might be the time to install this guy though. A little GPU support. Pretty sure we use these two. Actually, use either. I should use the end ones. So. Yo, what's up, Mr. Personality? How you doing? Alright, so what we're doing here, we're adding these little studs on to the motherboard so that we can put this GPU support that comes with the case on there. Where's my heck? Oh, it's not there. I need my iFixit driver real quick. iFixit driver has a couple extra bits on it that I don't have. My Linus Tech Tips one. How's the fam? Fam's doing good. Avery's gonna be in preschool here real soon, like in the next month or whatever. Then Jules will get a break, you know, a couple days a week. Nice for her. So. Usually, these things are tall enough that I actually have to share that top one. I don't think this one is. Yeah, so everybody's going to preschool. Schools will get a little break during the day, a couple days a week, and hopefully, you know, Avery will be a good kid at school. Time does fly, man. Time really does fly. We're not kidding. Okay. Get this guy installed. Boom. Okay, so that top one is definitely going to need to share. Okay. This guy right back off. Sit right up on top. Don't think we need that spacer anymore. That in there. We need to do the same thing on this little guy. Grace will be 7/9/22. Hey, almost my birthday. It's right between my birthday and my wife's birthday. Another one of these here. Sweet. So I don't know if you guys will even be able to see that from that angle. But underneath now, this thing has just a little stand with a little rubber pad on it over here. And then I'll tighten down this one on top now that I've got support underneath to make sure that we're not, putting in a bunch of stress on PCIe slot or the PCB on the GPU. And now got a lot more structure to it. It's not gonna sag over time. It's gonna be great. Big shout out to Lian Li for including that. Okay, now look at our GPU power cables. What I would like to do, have them come out from the front. Pretty neat. Seven-year-old Lewis starts second. Our soon-to-be seven-year-old granddaughter starts first. Each. Getting old, Lemons. Go. Got that one in there. Shut it. You're not even 50. Each. I believe I will be 50 well before I am a grandparent, that's for sure. I had Avery when I was 26. 7. You thought so too? I mean, it's definitely possible. She would be in her early 20s, right? I mean, it's definitely not unheard of. But, you know, unlikely, I would guess. You guys know each other 32 years. Kids are 27, 25, and 7. Wow. That, quite the gap. Some might even say that sounds like it was an accident. Which is okay. Our first was too. Been married over 25. We have known each other for 7 years. Married for 5. And you're already adults. Like, alright, either this is gonna work or it's not. So, we just went, well, we think this is gonna work. So we did it. Okay. That's all connected. That's all connected. I mean, I think she's done. Look at the backside. I mean, really nothing to do cable management wise anymore. Put these two up. I cut my glove. That's it. What's up, Mark? I mean, that ain't half bad. That ain't half bad. Only slightly better than my English. This looks a little funky, not gonna lie. Cool. Cool. And now nobody's ever gonna look at it again, probably. So I'm gonna do this. Okay. And this. Do you think, Red, should I have both sets of 3 plugged into the controller instead of daisy chained? They're Lian Li SL120s V2. I mean, you have them like physically daisy chained, right? Like they're just snapped into each other. That's how I would do it. If you can physically snap them into each other, then that's what I would do. Room to grow. I'll be in it one day. Yeah. That's why I try to do as few zip ties as possible. Like, enough to make it, like, you know, look presentable. But nothing absurd. Like all those TikTok builders and stuff, because eventually people like you are going to want to get in there and upgrade stuff. And if there's a bunch of freaking zip ties in there, it's just going to be a pain in the butt. Plus, cable management in cases is so much easier now. Are you guys ready to see it turn on? We ready? Dustin Potter with the follow. Appreciate it. Alright. I'm gonna rinse my hands off really quick. If I don't see at least 4 different people posting some sort of fire emoji, we can't turn it on. You know the rules. Alright. Cat. I don't see fire emojis. Need fire emojis right now. Stat! You don't have fire emojis? You have some just in your basic keyboard. There we go, Patrick. There we go, Fox. Come on, I want to see a couple more. See a couple more lemons. Where are you at? Full effect here of the RGB. There we go. Alright. We ready? Well, I gotta find the power. Gotta find the power button. Chat froze on you. Likely story. Oh, there's the power button. You ready? We ready? Each set of 3 is clicked together. You have 2 sets of 3. They should both be connected directly into the controller. Each set of 3. Looks pretty sweet. Yeah, those front fans look so good, don't they? Powerhouse is right. Thing's gonna be ballin'. You're welcome, man. Appreciate Appreciate the trust, ordering through me. So we can build you something awesome. Beautiful. Okay, yeah, just do that, and you should be good. Well, any last minute questions before we call it a day on the stream and I, get to work on this and ordering the case for Foxy's rebuild? Can't wait to order another one. Yes, sir. Can't wait for that day either. Going once. Going twice. Alright. Just gonna let you guys bask in the glory of this for a minute. And then we're gonna call it a day. Message me? Okay. Alrighty, Facebook peeps, hang out for like 1 second, and we will find somebody to raid, okay? You just hang out. Yeah, it is a beautiful PC. I agree, Patrick. Oh, we can raid on YouTube, or on Kick as well. Alright. Facebook folks.